welcome back to the second video of Tales of Arise. Let's see what we got up here.
That's...
Glanamede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Just make sure there's nothing like... Can I go on this edge? No, okay.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Let's see. Strategies determine how your party operates in combat. On the strategy screen, press Y to view details about each strategy and adjust them. To 4 strategies can be saved. During battles, open the menu and press Y to switch between them. Party members fight automatically, but their use of recovery support arts and items are determined by your strategy. In the detailed settings screen, you can set how they act in various conditions, with the top action receiving highest priority. Items can only be used on the character that you currently control. To do so, open the menu and select an item. Except for items that revive them from a KO, your control character will never use items automatically without permission. Do that later. Art settings screen. You can assign arts that you've learned to each of the different buttons. You can set 3 arts to use while on the ground, plus an additional 3 arts to use in the air for a total of 6 equipable arts. Press L1 or RT, LT or RT to inspect the arts you have available. Characters that are set to auto can use all of their arts, but you can press X to uncheck arts you wish for them to avoid. You can also cast healing arts from the screen as well. Now, I thought there was something with... let's go to field guide. party will wipe out. Okay. That's what it's saying. Well, maybe we can take him on. Let's find out.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Dahnans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
Changing controls during combat. During combat, press start while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto automatically moves until in attack range. Manual full control. Auto fight space on set strategy. Semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those seeking full control. While automatic lets the game take the reins. Let's see. Party formation. You can change which characters will fight in combat, as well as who you wish to control. Their position determines what to press to trigger their boost attack. Press LB or RB during combat to change who you control. Press start to change your character's battle control. Semi-auto automatically moves around until an attack range, main and full character control, fight spacing and set strategy. Okay.
You're surrounded! Just stay calm!
Rising Wyvern! Swallow Blade!
Don't let them form a pack! I'm on. You're not giving up now, are you?
No, I refuse to let it end like this.
That's what I want to hear. Raise your sword!
Mirage!
How's this?
Here I come!
See ya!
It's over!
Swallow Blade! One final push!
Right!
Give them all we got! Pathetic!
Like, was he calling us pathetic or the enemy? Hopefully the enemy. I don't think that was that bad.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
I wonder if we can take this guy on. Well, we just saved it. Let's find out and see what happens. We'll probably...
Normally, I don't pick on the weak.
There! Got you!
I'm on it!
Is this it?
See ya! Fall back!
Yeah.
Sighted! I'll bring you back
Now
from death
circle
to
and
this.
bring them down!
Resuscitation! sight!
I owe you one.
You're mine!
You're mine!
I'll run you through!
You're mine!
See
Here
ya!
I go!
It's over!
Cannon!
Here I come!
I'm on it!
You're finished!
See ya! Talon Storm! Touch cannon!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Like, okay. Oh, a chest. Perfect. I was gonna say, I better be able to open it. A miraculous medicine that heals KO for one ally during battle as well as restores 800 HP.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Okay, I'll
Got it.
always try.
I'll remember that.
That's right.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Camping out. Resting in a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you've previously viewed. That's cool.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before.
Oh,
It's
costume pack.
surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zeugles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoilsport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Oh, wow, cool. Got all kinds of stuff here.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
I thought I had some new items. Maybe I can't wear them yet. Oh, there it is. Even though I'm a slave, I still have like this awesome armor, which works. Yeah, why not? That's quite the upgrade, huh? I don't know why he has this now. It's just like, yes, I just walk around with... I have bird wings now. I am the bird wing fighter. Let's take it out. I'm not gonna wear that. I mean, if something happens in the story where it makes sense, then maybe. I don't want to wear it anymore. Oh, nice. Excuse me. Always has to happen during the stream. Actually, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, that's where we are right there. Goodies. What do we got?
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
Sure, I will.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
I mean, in a way, like, it almost doesn't make sense for him to be wearing this. Let's say he found it. Apple gel is good. Fire.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Remember, in certain areas, they're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items in this MSP if you manage to beat them. Yeah, I'm not anywhere near capable of fighting that thing. I gotta get better at fighting before I can even contemplate fighting that thing.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
What's this thing?
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Dahnan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
I'll take you all on!
Here I come!
Take it!
You're
One
surrounded!
more.
Just stay
I'm
calm!
only getting started!
You're mine!
How's
Mirage!
this? Had it coming!
You're finished!
Talon's
Here I
Guess
go.
we gotta roll with
Here I
it.
come!
Mega Ray!
Mirage!
This is it! Dig deep!
Here I
Easier said than
Let me
done.
help.
No excuses!
Mirage!
This is up to us!
Slash!
One final push!
Right.
Give them all we got!
Mirage!
Excited!
I'll
You're
run
mine!
you through!
Slash!
I'm sure I can put this to use. Antidote rock. Stone that keeps microbes at bay as it breaks down toxins. Storing it together with food will make the food last longer.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Normally I don't pick on
Here
the
I
weak.
come!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Don't go
I'm not
charging
done.
off like that!
Mirage!
First aid!
It's over! You're mine!
Mega!
Shionne! Talon Storm!
I'm not done!
Cannon! How's this?
Slash!
Slash!
It's over!
Talon
Mirage!
Storm!
We did it!
Cannon!
Take this! It's over!
I'm on it.
Mirage!
Maybe I need to heal her.
Shionne, you okay?
It's nothing. Don't be so dramatic.
Woohoo!
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Oh, look at this little thing.
Woohoo!
Dogtail resembling that of a wise noble Shiba Inu that, when combined with a set of ears, makes it tend to run around barking everywhere.
Woohoo!
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Didn't know it's gonna be found roosting. We will get to that. Let's see.
of you!
Now I can let loose.
I'll run you through!
Take this!
How's this?
It's over!
Magna
Rising
Ray!
Wyvern! Ah! Rising Wyvern!
How's this?
Mirage!
Here, let me help.
Take this!
First aid!
Mirage! No
There,
escape!
go! I'm only
Run
getting
you
started.
You're mine!
See ya!
You're finished!
Talon Storm!
Mirage!
Take it!
Tusk Cannon!
I'm
You're
only getting
mine!
started.
You're finished!
Magna Ray!
You're mine! Huh?
That was almost too easy.
Relaxed stone. Stone that can relieve numbness when rubbed, making it prized by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods during work. Oh, nice. We got 3.
Okay, people. This is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Dahnans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
These chickens had just laid their eggs. And those damn broad eyes, they took every last egg. Goodness, embarrassing one. I hope those armored soldiers won't stick around here either. They leave just like they did in Moscow. It sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? I'll be right back again, sorry. Man, it's killing me. Alright. Allergies. Okay, let's talk to them. Let's go. Alright, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, hey? I wouldn't call myself a recruit. Oh, really? Well, we've all heard plenty about you, so if you decided to join up with us, you don't have to know. Well, is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebek. It's a Dahnan enclave like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Moscow, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Broad Eyes really show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Zion mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And as if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Nah, I think I'm good. Alright, catch you around. Just look out for armored soldiers and Zulus when you go out, okay? Sure, I'll do that. Bro, what happened to you? Your brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use. Can't take on those bright eyes. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? Yeah, it's already talked to these people. So I've been thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You with them? But what can you do? Your body is so weak. I can still fight. I have to. It's for our kids, to give them a future. You've got to understand. I know, bud. Oh, so does it have a check mark on them if I've talked to them? Their check mark. Check marks. Oh, that's cool. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. I wonder how much longer this fighting will go on. There are so many Crimson Crows who have gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows, I just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they managed to make the remnants any angrier. Yeah, it's probably not going to be good. Let's see if we can get this water.
What's this doing here?
That's some kind of weird glitch. Oh, cool, there's an inn here. Let's go talk to these people up here first. Save it. I'm glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here, and they somehow expect us to keep them fed on next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile. Oh, there must be another owl around here. I hear him. But I do not see him.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
We're wearing these new outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
Oh, this is cool. We actually would have gotten our normal outfits here, I guess. I'm gonna have to restart the stream.
Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Dahnan outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Alright, so got that. I'm gonna restart the stream because apparently I did something with the settings to make the chat stay up. So I just realized you guys have watched this. That's still up there. So let me get rid of that. I'll be right back. I will end the recording as well.